Hey, what's up, my friend? How you doing? This is Dan McDonald. Of course, most of you know that. I got a little thing here for you. Just trying to keep the daily show going while I'm here fasting on day 11. It's nice for me to have a little break. It helps me feel like I'm communicating with the world a little bit. It's nice to keep my daily show going. I'm doing real well. I'm just doing real well. There's a lot going on. It's kind of unexplainable, but I don't really want to get into it. But I'm over the hump now, and I'm on the downhill run. There have been some challenges, and but nothing real major. Just the basic cleansing of the body and the heart and the mind, and just really kind of stepping up in awareness. Anyways, today one thing that's very cool for someone like me, as a person who produces recipe DVDs, is that while you're laying here in bed, and it's very early in the morning, millions of ideas start popping into your head. And this morning what I was working on was, I'm working on several DVD outlines right now for recipe DVDs. One of them is raw foods on a budget, because although I'm fortunate to be able to have a large part of my budget available for foods, because it's part of my contract. It's very important that I continue to improve. So I pretty much have to spend whatever I have to spend that's best for me to continue to improve in health. And I realize that not everyone has that opportunity. And there are single mothers trying to make this thing work, and families and things like that. And then there's, economic issues in whichever way they present themselves. So I'm working on raw food recipes on a budget. And one of the ideas that I have is producing recipes that are for a family of 4 for under $10 for a meal. So I made a couple up this morning, and I wanted to share those with you. I will probably still put these on the DVD as well, even though I'm going to give these recipes away for free today. I just kind of wanted to just do something nice, I guess. Anyways, I came up with 2 variations of the carrot tacos. Obviously, carrots are an inexpensive food, so I kind of based this recipe around that. But I'd like to share with you, first of all, the sweet carrot tacos, which is more like a dessert. Sometimes you're in the mood for something sweet, and sometimes you're in for something savory. Well, I've got savory carrot tacos as well, but let's do the sweet carrot tacos first. Number 1 ingredient is romaine lettuce, okay? And then you take some shredded carrots, raisins, cinnamon, and date sauce. So let's go over real quick how to do that. Obviously, you take the romaine and you rinse the dirt out and you let that drain. So you take a nice romaine leaf, and then you shred some carrots either with a carrot grater, or you can use a food processor. Okay, so you take your romaine leaf, and then a nice handful of shredded carrots, and then some raisins over the top of that, and then you sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon, and then you make a date sauce. Now, you make a date sauce. My favorite date sauce is where you take medjool dates or honey dates. Any kind of date will work, but the medjools and the honey dates make the creamiest date sauce. And then I like to use coconut water because it makes it sweeter. But the date sauce made with regular water, of course, will be more inexpensive and will be a lot easier, and it's almost just as good. So you take some dates, and even if you have a ghetto blend, it still works. It's still a little bit chunky. If you have a high-powered blender, it makes a smoother date sauce. But then you just take the date sauce, take about 8 dates, and blend it to a nice, so that it pours, but not so that it's so thick that it runs down off the lettuce. You know what I mean? So make a nice, right in the middle, thickness, consistency. And you just take the date sauce and you pour it over the top of the carrots, the raisins, and the cinnamon. And then you just eat that. It's kind of like a dessert. Okay? And so that's going to be really an inexpensive meal. And so if you get, well, I'll go into the next one here, and that you can feed your family of 4 for under $10 with that recipe easily. Now this next one is the savory carrot tacos. Now I calculated the math on this at the high end. Okay, this is like going to Whole Foods, but if you go to the farmer's market, it's going to be cheaper. And if you do inorganic, it's going to be cheaper than that. Myself, I really like to focus on the organic food, but not everyone can do that due to the nature of availability or affordability. So if you have to use inorganic produce, rinse it off really well and say a prayer over it and be very thankful that you have that food. But this is the savory carrot tacos. And then you take, same thing with the romaine lettuce, shredded carrots, shredded cabbage. You'll need a cucumber, an avocado, garlic, and sea salt. Okay? So you take the romaine lettuce leaves, you rinse it, then you take your shredded carrots and you load the lettuce leaf with the shredded carrots, and then you take just a little bit of cabbage. Make sure you don't do too much cabbage. You just want the cabbage to be maybe 4 parts carrots to 1 part cabbage. Okay, so just a little bit of cabbage in there. Okay, and I would use green myself. You could use Napa cabbage. That would probably be my preference for this recipe. But you can also use green cabbage, and it would also look pretty cool to use purple cabbage. All the cabbages I love. Okay, so then you take your carrots and your cabbage and you load the lettuce leaf, and then you make a dressing with cucumber. You take 1 cucumber, and remember, if it's not organic, then you would want to peel it for sure, and you put the cucumber in the blender, and then you throw in the avocado, and then 2 to 3 cloves of garlic and a little bit of sea salt. Okay, now again, this recipe is designed to feed a family of 4, and when I think of a family, I kind of think this: a big dad, a medium mom, and then 2 children, maybe a boy and a girl. So that'd be kind of my average when I'm thinking about designing it for a family of 4. You know, this is what I'm basically thinking. The dad's going to eat a little bit more, and then the mom's going to eat a little bit less, etc., etc. So for under $10, and I did the math here, okay, so we'll go over that real quick, and then I'll share a couple options, and I'll let you go. 2 heads of romaine lettuce, $4. Now that's at the high end at Whole Foods. At the farmer's market, they're like $1 or $1.50 each for non-sprayed romaine lettuce. A pound of carrots, again, Whole Foods, organic carrots, a pound of carrots is $1. It's $1 a pound for organic carrots at the store, and at some of the other stores it's going to be cheaper than that. A half a cabbage, again, Whole Foods, high end, $1. 1 cucumber, is basically organic cucumbers, are average of $1.50. And 1 avocado, again, average $1.50 at the high end. And then garlic, 25 cents, and then sea salt, 25 cents. So basically $4 for the romaine, $1 for the carrots, $1 for the cabbage, $1.50 for the cucumber, $1.50 for the avocado, 25 cents for garlic, and 25 cents for sea salt, ends up being $9.50. And that's a pretty good size amount of food when you shred up the cabbage and you shred up the carrots, and those are really filling types of food. And this is all very nutritious, great raw food here. Now the options are some basil in the, if you're not worried about the $10 pricing thing, you can throw in some basil into either you can shred the basil on top of the carrots and cabbage, or you can mix the basil inside the blender. And you can also either blend in a jalapeno if you like the spice, or you can chop the jalapenos and put those over the top of the carrots and the cabbage as well. So that's a pretty good deal for feeding a family of 4 for under $10. I've got more recipes coming. I need to get back in that meditative state that I was in this morning and bring some more recipes to you. So anyways, I'm going to share my DVDs just in case anyone out there hasn't seen this before. I've got 6 DVDs. I'll just read them off to you real quick. Dan's Favorite Raw Recipes, a whole bunch of stuff sort of similar to this, very simple. Lose a Pound a Day, the title speaks for itself. The Healthy Way, Lose a Pound a Day the Healthy Way. Now that title speaks for itself. Green Juice Recipes for Detox and Regeneration. Again, the titles pretty much speak for themselves here. Raw Kitchen Essentials. Learn about all the tools, the juicers, the Vitamix, etc. Go Raw, Stay Raw, my personal story with raw foods. Green Juice Recipes for Radiant Health and Beautiful Skin is the latest. And all 6 of these DVDs are $97 on my website at regenerateyourlife.org. Thanks for letting me plug that. I do this out of love, and I do this out of, for my own economy. So I'm living a very full life, and I'm very happy about that. So check out my website, regenerateyourlife.org. Sign up for my email list. I'll send you a special video real soon here. And I sure do appreciate your time today. I had a fun time sharing this with you. It's a great way for me to pass the time, keep the love going out, and just wanted to let everybody know that never let money get in the way of your raw food success. There were years when I lived off cabbage and carrots. There were years when I lived off carrot juice. Basically, it was my main source of calories. 25-pound bag of carrots, $15, and I would just drink carrot juice day in and day out for a long time, and I'm glad I did. I kept going raw, kept going raw, kept going raw. Now I'm doing real well, and as I lay here while I'm water fasting, I don't think of anything else other than just fruits and vegetables, because those are the foods now that my body has totally become accustomed to, and it's all I want. It's all I think about, it's all I dream about. Fields and orchards of fruit trees and the wind blowing dandelion leaves through, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful, great, natural stuff. So keep taking the time to change your life and believe in the fresh fruits and the leafy green herbs as mankind's food, and use the nuts and seeds during the winter time, and stay balanced in all this. And if you need to steam up a little something or make a little soup, then you have my blessing, because I've done it all to get to where I'm at. Now I'm free and I get to chase the sun around all year, and I live a great life, and it's all because you come here every day and watch these videos and support me, and there's so much love here for you. It's unexplainable. So thank you for subscribing to these videos. Let me know how the recipes turn out, and do me a favor, please save me some. 10 days, and I'll come over to your house and we'll have some savory carrot tacos. See ya.